And hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Saga stream. I'm officially gonna get started in like 3 minutes, but I just wanted to say hi to everyone. How is everyone doing today? Today for me was kind of a hit or a miss when it comes to like the weather, but it's okay. I'm so sorry, Miles, that you were sick. Hopefully you are feeling a lot better, and I'm very sorry that you had a lot of stress today. It's been a while since I've been to one of your live streams. How is everyone going? Well, welcome back. What's the song in the starting intro? So I have a couple different like non-copyrighted lo-fi things. Literally, if you just look up non-copyrighted lo-fi on YouTube, you'll find it. You'll find it. But this one is a here. Let me show y'all. Hold on. It's this right here. So 3 hours of lo-fi beats to study, non-copyrighted. So yeah. Hope that helped. I love it. It's been a while. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, y'all. Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm a she, they. Hell yeah. How are you? I'm okay. I've not had the best time. I just had to put about 1,000 into my car, which it is what it is. But that was literally after a whole month of like doing a no buy, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to start saving money because I really don't have anything right now since like the move and everything. I spent a whole bunch of stuff like for the move and security deposit and all of that. So I was like, yay, in March I'm finally gonna have some savings, and then all of that just went to my fucking car. So literally anyone who's donated this month, bless you, because all of that it's going right back into helping my savings after I pay for this car. Thank you. You're the first person to say that to me today. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm trans, but noticed I wasn't my gender and found out I'm demigirl. Hell yeah. I only just realized it was Trans Day of Visibility a couple hours ago. So sad I couldn't force my friends to look at me. Oh no. I always forget. Hi, I'm a he, they, it, z. Well, welcome. Yeah. I'm so bad about like visibility days because I tend to forget that they're a thing until like I see everyone posting about it. I think the only reason why I vaguely remembered that today was Trans Day of Visibility is because like last week I saw someone talking about it. But I'm happy I remembered, and we get to talk all things trans. We get to celebrate being trans together because, you know, in this world, especially right now, I think it's a very important thing to do as a community. My cat is walking around my bed. Ugh, it's so annoying. For once, Pippin is asleep under here, so I'm hoping that he is gonna be asleep for the whole stream. But yeah, if there are any questions on gender, anyone wanting to share their experience with their gender, talking about trans joy, things that just give you euphoria, I want this to be a happy stream. Hi, I'm a new subscriber. Past 2 months, your channel has helped me figure out I am gender fey. Oh, nice. So I just wanted to thank you. Congratulations, Kat. By the way, what's your gender? My gender? I am a trans non-binary person. So for me, what that looks like is I'm a non-binary person, and I happen to identify with the word trans. I didn't for a long time. Hopefully happy stream this time. Listen, I've been very emotional the last 2 weeks. So thank you. Oh, thank you. I love the color. It's gonna fade so quickly. It's I wish there was a way I could like brighten so y'all could see. Hopefully you can see it in the video that's gonna come out tomorrow. But it's kind of like a peachy right now, and I literally it's gonna fade so fast. I'm thinking next maybe like a lavender or like a nice pastel blue. And then hopefully I'll be able to get it cut within the next few weeks, because this has genuinely been making me dysphoric. But like, this is the thing. I keep wanting to just shave my head, but I'm also just like, I want like it shaped properly, and like I do want like I want there to be hair. You know what I mean? Like I do want there to be hair. I've been so stressed out. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, this has been making me a little dysphoric, because I just feel like it makes me look like a woman. I'm gonna dye my hair blue for Pride. Hell yeah. I finally convinced my parents to let me cut my hair to my ears, but that means I can't dye it. So sad. Aw. At least you're going to be able to cut it, so that's a good thing. Can you go to a barber? I do my own, but like if you're able to, I would recommend. One of my roommates' cousins does a really good job. She was the one who gave me that kind of like bangy wolf cutty type situation that I loved. So I want to go to her. Unfortunately, she's like in the next state over, so she really only comes to visit whenever like they have family functions. So hopefully I'll be able to have some time with her in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, my hair has definitely been a contention of like dysphoria for me personally, like lately. Just because I feel like I've looked very cisgender, and I don't like looking like a cis woman whatsoever. It makes me wildly uncomfortable. So yeah, that's been fun. But like I don't like, to me, I don't feel like I look like a woman. So then when like other people, you know what I mean? Like it's very jarring. I want to dye my hair purple. You should. I love purple. And like when it fades out, it looks really good. Also, any tips on telling my dad I'm a she, they? First, so when it comes to coming out tips, I will always say this. Gauge if the person is a safe person or not. So this means being like, oh, there's this trans thing happening in the news. See what they have to say about it. Like if it's positive, be like, okay, like let's think about moving forward. If it's negative, and if you live with them, I kind of will be like, hey, maybe not. Just because I very much care about safety, especially depending on what country you're in. A lot of people are not very receptive to, people coming out to them. So my very first tip when it comes to coming out will always be like, gauge if the person is safe or not. And if they are safe, then I would honestly check in again in like a week or two, be like, oh yeah, remember that trans thing you brought up, or like, oh, my friend is like thinking about using like different pronouns, like just see, you know what I mean? And then honestly, coming out as trans is, it is hard to do. I didn't come out to my mom for a very long time. I knew that I was non-binary / trans since I was like 18 or 19, and I didn't come out to her until I was about 23 when I actually started this channel, because I was just like, oh, I need to come out to everyone in my life so then no one is like wildly surprised when they see me talking about being trans on the internet, if they ever see me talk about being non-binary or trans on the internet. Um, and I just remember like I was so casual about it. I was like, yeah, because I had already changed my name at that point. Like, I'd already gotten her to, like, call me Lynn and everything. So it wasn't that big of a step for her. And also, I had been around enough friends that were either trans or non-binary, gender non-conforming at that point from school that she just, I think, kind of was like, oh, okay. But I was in the car and my sibling was there and I just was like, hey, just so you know, I'm non-binary and I'm going to start a YouTube channel talking about being asexual and non-binary. So if you see that, don't be shocked. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she started like asking me questions and I was like, yeah, Mom, I've been feeling this way since I was younger, like very, very little. Um, and then she went and she essentially was like, are you gonna like medically transition? And at that point I didn't want testosterone. My feelings on that has since changed and I do think at some point I will be going on a low dose of testosterone. But I told her, well, I'm not really interested in T, but like top surgery is something that I need in my life. And so she was very much just like, you know, she just went into like a whole bunch of things of like what could go wrong if I got a double mastectomy and like how she had a friend who had breast cancer and a whole bunch of complications from that. And I was just like, I don't need this when I'm coming out too. Like I don't. I know that it was coming from a place of concern and her thinking that like, oh, if I didn't really quote unquote need it, that I shouldn't do it. Thank God she's gotten more accepting and honestly, she's probably going to end up taking care of me when I have my top surgery, God willing. But yeah, so I was very chill, casual in my coming out. And like I said, I had already like taken steps to kind of like ease her into it already. And like she has come a long way since that point and she's definitely more accepting than she used to be. She's more understanding and I think I was fairly aggressive with her when it came to like pronouns and like being like, no, Mom, that's not how it is. Which like when you're first coming out, you do tend to have like that energy because like I'm not gonna lie, I was mad. Like I when I was first coming out, I was fucking mad that like I kept getting misgendered and all of that. I'm honestly being older and being more comfortable in myself and being more comfortable in my body and like knowing who I am more has made me a little bit more relaxed. I still get like annoyed and dysphoric when people misgender me, but I'm not as hot-headed about it. Let's just say. Let's just say that. But yeah, when it comes to coming out, I think everyone is different. Every single trans person is going to have a completely different story. But yeah, the very first thing that I would do is it's gonna be make sure that that person is a safe person to come out to. Any suggestions on how to go about having parents who only believe in two genders and one being very transphobic, how to just be myself and try to be out? Do you still live with them or not? Because that's something that, you know, like I said, when it comes to personal safety, something that I very much care about, and I hate to be this person, but will advise not living with a transphobic person if you're trying to transition, especially because I personally have seen and know people who have been kicked out for transitioning because of transphobic parents and not having people be accepting. And I would never want someone to be homeless or put in a dangerous situation because of that. When it comes to parents that only believe in two genders, first of all, please don't take. I've been a little spicy today, so I hope this doesn't come off rude, please. But it's so dumb that there are people that believe there's only two genders and only two sexes, because there's, first of all, thousands of years of evidence of other cultures, indigenous cultures, that recognize more than two genders. And also, if you want to talk about biology, literally, they're intersex people. So you cannot sit here and tell me that everything fits into two boxes. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So, like, I don't understand how people could, like, believe this. I have been lucky that I haven't had to, like, deal with a transphobic parent. So I am not necessarily the best person to ask about that. I know there are like other content creators who have had like experiences and all of that. But yeah, I personally don't think I can give the greatest advice on dealing with like transphobic parents because it's not my experience. I also just in general don't deal with people who are as outwardly transphobic. I live in a blue state, so for the most part, people are very aware of the other people that they're around. So yeah, I don't actively like hear comments or anything like that, which like God bless. Like I'm very happy I don't. Hey Lynn, 10 months. Oh, look, 10 months since I came out as Aero Ace and NB to everyone in my life. Didn't have the language to describe my own experience, and your videos were a big part of understanding myself. Thank you so much. Of course. Also, congratulations on coming out. It genuinely is like such an amazing thing. Trans save visibility. My siblings' partner is gender fluid, and they come from a very Catholic family. Irish from Ireland. Oh, he didn't socially transition until he moved out with my sibling. Yeah. And it's also like having a support system like your partner to being, or like friends or other accepting people. It's so important to have that in your life. And I'm very happy that your sibling's partner was able to come out so that, like, you know, they would be more comfortable and be who they are. But yeah. Len, I know this is the third time I've asked, but please can we have a validation stream, not just for you, but for the entire community? It would help so much with the sad feelings because of the government. Yes. Let me see. Let me see. The 14th? Would the 14th of April be good? I'll put it in my calendar so I don't forget because I am a forgetful bitch. But how much longer are you streaming for today? I stream until, honestly, I don't know. Because I had a day. I had a little bit of a day. Like I said, I was having, not been having the greatest time lately. Honestly, I think I'm probably only going to stream until 9. So for another, like, 40 minutes. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do the appreciation stream on April 14th. And I'll think of a couple things to do for that before we do that. So, like, I can read out a couple things from everyone. And yeah, it's past 1 a.m. here, so I'm gonna head off soon. Oh my god, please, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Also, there are billions of people. How can we fit everyone into 2 different boxes? Exactly. No 2 people's experience gender the exact same way. See, like, that's the thing that I will literally never understand. And it's very hard for me to, like, think about that kind of, like, rigidness of thinking. And, like, that's coming from an autistic person. Like, I definitely do have, like, black and white thinking. It's something that I genuinely struggle with. And so, like, if I can be like, yo, this is... maybe everyone's experience is not how I experience things. And just, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. What I like to say is that, like you said, there are billions of people on this planet, and every single person is having, like, their own reality, which I think is wonderful. And, yeah. Am I gonna have to block this person? Am I? I don't want to. Yeah. I'm gonna, you're banned, my guy. Bye. I'm not having this shit. I'm not doing it today. Like I said, I'm already done. So, like I was saying, one of the things that I think, and especially because, like, I do come from, I come from a very religious background. I grew up in Mormonism, so, like, they literally teach that your souls have gender too, which is wild to me. Like, that's wild to me. So, like, if I can also, like, come from that background of, like, realizing that, like, that's not the case, I don't know how everyone else doesn't get it. Jesus loves trans people, or never mind, got rid of the comment, glad to see it. I assumed they were a bigot and they were just gonna fight, but you removed it. Yeah. I'm not dealing with that today. I don't want to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with all this stuff going on in this world. I feel you. I understand. Like I said, last week was a little rough mental health wise. The past 2 days have been getting a little bit better. But I understand completely, and it is hard. But just know that there are people here who love and care about you, and you are valid. And honestly, we need to outlive this. We need to outlive this. Even if it's, like, out of pure spite, out of just morbid curiosity. Like, yeah. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Okay, that's the comment that I wanted to look at. This is a bit off topic, but is there a way to make sure on Instagram people who don't follow you can't see your bio? Because I don't want my family to see if I change my pronouns on there. I don't know, actually. I genuinely... Hold on. I'm gonna look that up for you. I don't think there is. There's no way to hide your Instagram bio from being seen. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That kind of sucks though, especially because like yeah, if you do want to change your uh your pronouns and everything, what I would do if I was you, if it is a private account and your family doesn't follow you, make a pinned post and yeah. Yeah. And like put your pronouns and everything in there. I feel you. I nearly cried twice in 5 minutes on Friday. That day I told my sister I use he, she, they pronouns and it didn't go well. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't get how people are so like unaccepting. I genuinely don't get it. I love that I can say that on this day when I can see you. You can make your Instagram profile private, but can't you still see like the bio? I don't know. Surviving is key, as Lynn says. It is. Cause like listen, it's rough out here. I think the whole I'm so over this. I don't need this. I don't care. I'm such a bitch. Thank you, love. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I need fucking Jesus people to get out of this chat. Like, for the love of God. Oh, okay, I'm dumb. Why would you make so many different accounts just to harass? Like, why? Thank you so much for the 5 Fox. God damn it, it's thunderstorm season. I don't understand how normal people find them calming to sleep to. I do have to say, I am one of those people that, like, can sleep during a thunderstorm. But also, I cannot wait for a good thunderstorm to come through my area. Yeah, I literally use, like, thunderstorm sounds to go to sleep at night. Bigots need to get a harmless hobby. Literally, like, okay. Like, I know that, like, okay. I'll say this. There are times when I go look and see what, like, conservatives are saying. So, like, sometimes I'll watch, like, a Blair White video or, like, an offensive tranny video just to see what they're saying and be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I don't comment and I don't harass anyone. Like, I don't understand what the point of, like, going in and spouting this kind of shit is. Also, I'm so sorry. What world, in what fucking world would you even want to believe in a god that doesn't love all of his creations? Like, hello. I can't watch that stuff. The thing is like, first of all, I used to watch Blair White, which was not okay. That was my 20, I was pretty self-hating. I'm not gonna lie. I did used to watch, like, Calvin Garrett and Blair White and Storm Ryan back when he was making pretty turfy stuff. And then there was also this one other girl that they used to make videos with, and I can't remember her name. But funnily enough, I would watch, like, Ash Hardell and Jamie Dodger to, like, combat that. So I was, like, seeing all of, like, I was a mixed bag, okay? But I think at some point, and I have done, like, a video on, like, trans medicalism. I do want to do, like, an in-depth why trans med ideology is so incredibly harmful to the trans community, and a lot more elegant of a way, and just how harmful it is, the stuff that these people are spouting, because it's the fact that they're still spouting it, the fact that they still believe it, is wild to me. But have you seen the video where a trans guy calls out Ben Shapiro? I love that. I love that video. Wait, on Jubilee, right? On Jubilee, where He literally, like, he came in, he was all, oh, it was so good. And then, honestly, I thought about reacting to that video because it was top tier, y'all. It was top fucking tier. I loved that video. Please eat. Please, if I had to eat today, you have to too. Please eat. I absolutely love that guy. That video was amazing. He was so awesome. He was. And, like, all of the shit that, like, they're saying. Also, like, transphobes are so focused on, like, trans women that they kind of forget that, like, I'm thinking specifically of, like, the whole bathroom situation where they're like, oh, you can only use the bathroom of blah, 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 blah. That, like, if a trans guy who is medically transitioned, has a full-ass beard, goes into the women's room, you don't think anyone would freak the fuck out? Like, come on. They're so stupid. I think transphobes are just fucking dumb. I watched it twice or 3 times. Oh, I watched that, like, multiple times because I thought... Ben's face was so funny. The fact that, like, he shut him up so quickly, y'all. So quickly. I'm gonna try to eat when my parents pick up dinner if they're going out, but I don't know. Listen. Please. I also, like, yeah, please eat. As someone who also struggles to eat, I completely understand. Trans confusion in bathrooms. Oh, there's a beard. Wait, where can I find that video y'all are talking about? It was clipped a whole bunch. I found it on TikTok. Honestly, just look up Ben Shapiro and trans guy. Actually, if y'all want to watch, wait, yeah, let's watch it, y'all. Let's watch it because I love it. It is my absolute favorite. Let's watch this. Hold on. Okay, y'all, let's go. Let's do this thing. I think is it Kamala Harris vote? Yeah. Okay, y'all. Let me see if they've got timestamps. No?
Hi, I'm Brett.
And I'm Jonathan.
This is
No?
Dada.
And this is Buddy.
In this country right now, 300,000 minors. We have no idea where they are.
Oh, that is nonsense.
I don't even want to, like, listen to this man. Where are you? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, y'all, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna make it full. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me... Okay. I love this. Let's go, y'all.
Hey, Ben.
This is how we need to be celebrating Trans Day of Visibility.
You tell me. You're the one who's suggesting
those
that's a matter of moral apathy, whether those kids were born or not. I don't think so.
So if kids are in foster care and not being treated well, they're being
Let's go.
abused. They're not being fed.
That is a
they're
horrific problem, yes.
They're being locked. The fridge is being locked, and they're told they can't go get it because there are
horrible.
people who are only in
I
it
fucking
because they're getting a
hate
check.
this
You're
guy.
saying that is
Fucking-
morally
Ben
Superior to
Shapiro.
killing them? Yes.
to before they're born. So
Yes.
you're saying that torturing a human being who's born, like they're a real life
No, I'm
human
not the one in
today.
favor of torture.
Acting so confused.
You're the one in
I
favor of
can't.
unborn
I can't.
people
If
being
you
killed.
can't, if the only way you survive is food and
It's all
water,
good.
and you rely on someone else to
Hello.
provide that to you, and they're not providing it to you, what would you call that?
I'm confused by.
I know you
well,
are
no,
because
but
your
I
argument contradicts itself.
No, it
It does.
really doesn't. I mean, the
It
argument that you're
does.
making is that a born child deprived of food and water never should have been born.
No.
I don't see why that follows.
That's not my argument. My argument.
Thanks a lot.
And then he smiles. I can't with this man.
Well, okay, we're gonna take this chair. Look at that.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
So, first
a beer or
question,
something.
can
Okay.
men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant,
Okay, awesome. So,
definitionally.
definitionally, okay.
I love this
Do men
video
experience
so
SA?
much.
Sexual assault?
Sure.
I love it.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean
His
women
brain
who believe that they are men?
cannot
What are we talking
handle
about here?
this right
Women
now.
experiencing gender dysphoria?
So, my other
Well-
question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
He does.
I'm going to need more specifics on what you
doesn't
mean by white
Here,
care.
let me give it to you.
Oh my god, I love this so much. And okay, he goes in on him, but I love that Ben just does not know what to say. Hi, how are you?
Sure, please.
So, I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So, if we're talking about the American dream that you live,
So-
why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body, so why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
He's
I'm not
not
interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make, buddy. I'm sorry.
It's so true. Ugh. Why are transphobes so obsessed with genitals? Literally. Can we please? Like, that's the real fucking question. Why are transphobes so obsessed with other people's genitals? Honestly, yeah.
Sorry, I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can
it's
read on
kind
my
of an
face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about abortion,
No, I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot of similarities to you and everything, because I'm a married man of 20 years. Got
I
a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your
Right,
claim
so
that you
if
are a
I
male.
was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because
What does
I
this
was
have to-
sexually assaulted?
I mean,
No, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the entire political debate.
I love
Never, ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free and all that.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly
He's
here.
doing the same thing that Ben Shapiro does. Ugh, I love this fucking video. And when they meet us for the first time, they don't know what we have, so why did they assume our gender? Honestly, though, I think it's the other way around. People are obsessed with other people's genitalia, are attracted to transphobia because it gives them access. Oh, God.
And so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time.
I'm
You've jumped from one subject to the next. You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well, I mean...
Because I'm sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my community, especially black trans women.
Yes.
Because you constantly disregard all of our needs and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself?
Literally.
All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it to a woman right when it's all falling apart, when we'd had, 50 men run it and it looks like shit? Look at where we're at. Surely, where do you think that we're heading? I mean, it's so funny to watch white supremacy just fall apart the way that it is, and you ride so hard. Because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is somehow gonna solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just gonna completely ignore that, and we're just gonna go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that?
Let's not forget, they have to be white babies. I love this man! Oh my god. Literally, he is such a king. Walked right out, Ben Shapiro. Oh my god. I gotta go. But literally, oh my god.
I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check?
Yeah.
It does great for you. Meanwhile,
yeah.
people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis.
True.
And including my entire community and the intersectionalities of Black women,
Yep.
men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American? This guy's been accused of rape, Trump, in like court documents, and you're backing the guy.
Yeah.
Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a
don't get
daughter?
it.
Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country,
I love this
is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Tired of the
I
same.
love that man. I love that man. Yeah. Honestly. Reacting to this guy go off on Ben Shapiro. He captures my righteous anger towards the entire alt-right. He really does. It's because he says it so eloquently. And he's just like, you're fucking weird. Like, it's weird. It is weird. I love that clip so much. Nothing but facts. Literally, also, excuse me. It's just so good. It's one of the best responses, like, I've ever seen in my life. I remember watching that for the first time. I was screaming. I screamed at that. Because, like, Ben doesn't like the fact that he's being treated the way that he treats other people. It also just goes to show, and so many people say this about Ben Shapiro and everything, and, like, a lot of these, like, right-wing grifters. First of all, the fact that they make mad money off of this. Like, you cannot convince me that transphobic or, like, trans people who, like, make content and everything, they're not getting paid mad money. They're literally selling out their fucking community for a paycheck. Ben Shapiro, honestly, probably, he's selling out everyone for a fucking paycheck. But it just goes to show that when he is actually interacting with a grown-ass man with facts, actual fucking facts, because that's the thing. Why are you focusing on trans people when we are 1% of the population? 1% of the population. There is no reason whatsoever you should be focusing on us when all we're trying to do is live our fucking lives. And not be focusing on more important things, like the economy, like homelessness, like child hunger, like hunger in general. Like, why food prices and housing is an issue. Why we literally still have wars going on and are perpetuating horrible, horrible things and genocides in other parts of the fucking world. In what world? Why would you care? Why? Why? Unless you're weird and you literally get a fucking paycheck by shitting on trans people. I just subscribed. This is great. Oh my god. Thank you, Griffin. Yeah. I love that clip. If I could just, like, I just want that clip on repeat. He's, like, oh god. It feeds my soul. And I wish I was that elegant. I wish I had that amount of, like, eloquence in my righteous indignation when it comes to these kind of people. Because why do you fucking care? Why? Why? It doesn't... Unless you're trying to help my community, go... Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, go away. Yeah, no. I needed that. Good night. Mad props to that gentleman for being able to keep his cool and be so eloquent under pressure. I wouldn't have been able to. I'd be screaming at that man. I would be screaming at Ben Shapiro. I don't know how anyone, first of all, Jubilee is a hot mess. So like, yeah, I wish I knew people like that trans man, people who stand up for younger trans people. And the thing is, like, I think it's so hard because we don't see a lot of, thank you so much. Thank you. Is it Duck? Because that's really cute. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility, Lynn, and all cheers from your cisgender asexual he, him in Chicago. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. But what was I saying? I'm sorry. That one made me happy. Yeah. Damn, I really did forget that. I really enjoyed that comment. Shit. You don't see a lot of older trans people. And I think it's so important to see older trans people. It's because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger, I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna live past the age of 21. I thought I was going to somehow, at some point, before I was 21. That was like a genuine thing, and I remember thinking on my 21st birthday, like, oh, I'm still alive. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? And I think if I'd been able to see happy queer people, I'm gonna be 28 in May. Hell yeah, I just turned 28. So 97 babies. Let's go. I'm trans and 68 this year. Hell yeah, love. You don't really see older trans people, but my grandpa's 82 and married to 32-year-old man. Oh. Well, grandpa. I'm trans and recently turned 59. Hell yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you see, like, younger trans people. And, like, I'm even sitting here at, like, 29. I almost said 29. I'm 28. I'm sitting here at 28, like, feeling like an older trans person when, like, I've been out, publicly? Like, fully publicly for only, oh my god, 5 years? 5 years? That's it? But, like, 18, I've known I was, like, non-binary since I was, 10 years. Oh, shit. So, you're 28. I thought you were 20 or something. Thank you! That means a lot, because, at some point I do want to get back into acting, and that means I can still play college-age kids. But yeah. Thank you. Shout out to the older trans people. Honestly. Shout out. It also, like, being 28 and where I am at this point in my life, like, I have that feeling of, like, oh, there's still not enough time for me to, like, medically transition, because I haven't had the financial resources. I haven't been in a safe environment. And so now that I am in a safe environment, and hopefully will continue to be able to save up and do all that, and hopefully get my top surgery this year, because I want these fucking off of my body. I thought you were 25 at most, honestly. Oh my god, thank you. I'd love to see you act. What would you be acting in? Honestly, I'd act in anything. I'm a little rusty. I started acting when I was 14. I started taking acting classes when I was 14. And I really, it's pronounced like Dukeland. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for saying it incorrectly. I'm Chinese, Vietnamese, American, hetero-romantic, sex-averse ace. Well, hello. And thank you for letting me know, because I genuinely do appreciate that. I do have dyslexia, so thank you. But yeah, I started taking acting classes when I was younger. And one of the other things that I really want to get into, other than this year, hopefully becoming a full-time content creator, is getting back into acting, because eventually I want to start my own production company and tell queer stories and everything, and help produce queer stories, whether that's TV shows, web series, shorts, full-blown feature movies, all of that. And I also want to start like helping other queer folks tell their own stories and focus on intersectionality and not the kind of generic queer stories that we see. It took until I was in my 50s to have a safe environment and resources to transition. Well, I'm happy that you were able to, and congratulations. Your plan is so great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm questioning everything, but it's all good. Love your hair. Thank you. I had my hair cut so short. I love your pinkish hair. It looks a lot... I wish I could, like... You know what? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show all of you this. Hold on. You're about to see the real color. Hold on. Okay. So, never mind. Now it's so... I'm used to it not having the lights on, so I don't think y'all can see. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll be able... Like, you'll be able to see it a little bit easier in, like, the video and everything. It's already toned out a lot, and I've only, like, washed it once. But yeah. I'm tail end of Gen X at 46. Hell yeah. But I think, like, that's one of the reasons why my hair doing blue. I do want to do, I definitely want to do blue. I want to do a little bit of lavender. Also, hopefully, can we do this, please and thank you? Okay. I love seeing the Gen X's here. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel too, is because I very much wanted to be the person that I wish I had when I was younger and figuring everything out, but also I wanted to, like, see if there were other older, like, queer folks, because I never really saw that when I was growing up, like, getting to see queer joy and getting older as a queer person. I think it's, like, the most beautiful thing in the world. Same, can you talk about the Day of Silence? What Day of Silence? What Day of Silence? I will. I will. Kind of off topic, but can you please do a video on the Owl House for your Cinnamon Lynn channel? Yes, I will. On Friday. Let me see. Held the second Friday to observe. Let me see. Am I stupid? Thank you. I'm just trying to figure out what the Day of Silence is. Spread organization awareness that affects harassing. Okay. And questioning students. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I'll do something for it on Friday. Especially because, like, as someone who is homeschooled, I was very lucky in the fact that I wasn't bullied for being queer. I wasn't bullied for being trans. And so I'm honestly very grateful for the fact that I was homeschooled and didn't have to kind of, you know, endure being a queer kid in a public school. I don't know if it would have been helpful or a hindrance to me. I'll never know. In like a different universe, if I could ever meet a different version of myself that actually went to public school and like figure that out. But you know, I'll definitely do something cuz like it is important, and it's important to protect queer youth. So yeah, I'll definitely do something about that. Cuz yeah, it's very important to do. I got harassed for being gay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I wanted to make 2 more of Aero and Ago, but they left. I have an Aero Ace friend. Oh, nice. And I gave them an Aero Ace pin. Hell yeah. I love you so much. Can't wait for validation stream. Bye. My parents are getting mad. No, it's all good. I'm gonna go chill. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. I'm gonna be getting off soon anyway. Like I said, I've been a little but it's okay. Honestly, streaming genuinely has helped. Most boomers stayed closeted. Yeah, that's, yeah. I also, like, I mean, it doesn't help, like, with the AIDS epidemic and everything also killed a lot of people as well. So, yeah. Have a nice day. Hell yeah. But yeah. So, closing thoughts on Trans Day of Visibility. First of all, thank you everyone for coming. As a trans non-binary person, I think today is an amazing day to not only celebrate the fact that I have amazing privilege in being out, because there are so many people around the world that can't be. I have an amazing community, and I'm so happy every single one of you are here celebrating with me and having a good Trans Day of Visibility. Every single one of you is valid. Every single one of you is loved. Every single one of you is appreciated, and oh god, I love this community. I really do. Like, every single time, like, I stop and I think about all of y'all, I'm just like, oh, y'all are so great. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for the fact that the generation before us, before me at least, did what they had to do, fought for their own rights and the rights of everyone else to come after. And I only hope to... Marcus! Marcus, I'm gonna need new hair, cool. I'll be 28 in August, 97, baby. Kids, let's go. So much love to the trans community. Stay front. Marcus, what can I do for you? Don't leave. What can I do for you? Thank you. That's what I'm saying, bro. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, Marcus. The last stream, the last message you sent, that I have saved. Because I want to put that on a t-shirt. Where did it go? Because I have it and I love it. It's right here. This is what he said last time, and I want this on a t-shirt, all of you. Last time he said, fear is natural and can be faced. I've learned so much about myself and people. It is really scary for a lot of people, especially in these times. You make people feel seen, heard, you care, and that's enough. This is what I want on the t-shirt. Study the past, change the present, create the future. Sweet dreams. Marcus! Ugh! He was preaching last week. He really, like, when I tell you that right there, literally, like, I have it saved. I have it saved because it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. Did you come up with that yourself, sir? Like, oh my God, Marcus, where did you gain all your wisdom? Literally, I'm just like, damn. But yeah, I want to put that. I really want to put that on a t-shirt. I will give you royalties, sir. I really will. 'Cause study the past, change the present, create the future. Like, come on. Beautiful. Ugh. I think that honestly is like such a wonderful way to end the stream, because we are able to look at the past. We are able to learn from it. I love history as well. And I love that now, right now, we have the ability to make things better, to create that beautiful, beautiful future that we all want. And I know that there are so many scary things happening in this world right now. And I'm scared. I really am. And I think it's okay to be scared. At least that's what I tell myself, that it's okay, because all I am is human. And it's important, at least for me, to let myself feel the fear, but also shape it into some form of action, at least for myself. Marcus, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being alive. Thank you all for being yourself, being authentic, being who you are. All of you. I'm gonna cry. I didn't cry this whole stream, and now I'm gonna cry. All of you, no matter what part of the journey, whether you're trans, whether you're queer, whether you're a cis-het person and you're an ally, whatever journey we're on, it's beautiful. Yeah. All we want is to be able to live, and that's it. So yeah. What are my thoughts on heavy metal music? I love it. Have y'all heard of Dance Gavin Dance? Hail the Sun? Oh, Donovan. I love that man. Yeah. I prefer swan music, so I like having a clean vocalist and then a screamer. But yeah. Freedom to Be, Linkin Park, great. And with that, good night, everyone. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. I will see you next week. And remember, I'm also gonna be streaming on I'm gonna be streaming on Friday. Okay,